Now, Shensee'a, a very promising up-and-coming dancehall artist, is receiving a lot of buzz right now, both for good reasons and slightly more controversial reasons. Despite Shensee'a making the waves, some people are questioning the direction in which her music is taking, which leaves the question, as promising as Shensee'a is Shensee'a drifting away from the type of music that most of us know her for in order to accommodate mainstream audiences? Well, let's see. Now, Shensee'a is known for being one of the most sought-after dancehall artists right now. She's known for mixing both her tough gal lyrics with slightly more provocative sounds. Hailing all the way from Jamaica, her edge was bound to catch the ear of mainstream audiences at some point, and it does help that she's a very pretty girl too. I mean, she is an absolute beauty at that. However, like many dancehall artists, Shenseea'S initial audience seemed to be the West Indians, and that's not to say that she doesn't have a West Indian fan base currently. However, she certainly does, but it's clear that her audience has slightly changed and breached out a little bit in terms of nationality, and in turn, so has her music. Whilst her freestyles in America and collaboration with the one and only Kanye have helped her grow her American fan base, her core fan base are kind of left wondering, why is the music changing? A lot of Shenseea'S fans love her for her songs Shen Yang Anthem and Side Chick Song, not to mention many a fire radio freestyle, and in my opinion, this is what really makes Shensee'a stand out. Shensee'a makes music for sexy, strong women, and like sexy, strong women will do, they'll disagree with something if they think it's some BS going on, I included. I don't care what anybody says or whatever excuse people make, but the song that she made with Megan was just not it, in my opinion. It was loud, it was repetitive, Megan's verse wasn't all that great, and the video was, colorful? Yeah, I think we'll go with that word. I think the only way that I could have enjoyed the song was maybe if I was out drinking and I had one too many. I have never revisited the song since it came out, and I honestly don't think I ever will. It was really disappointing. It's Shensee'a. I'm expecting her to tell me to step on someone's neck, not whatever that song was. I think the problem with that song was that it sounded too much like a draft instead of a finished product, and I will blame Shensee'a for this just because I feel like she's had many verses which are tons better than the one on this song, so it just feels a bit meh and like there's a lot more to be desired, which is a shame because I see both Meg and Shensee'a as powerhouses who, when they really want to put the effort in, are not to be messed with. I think they can go toe to toe with the men in their genres as far as I'm concerned. I can't help but feel as though it's the increased exposure that Shensee'a is receiving from international audiences which is making her change her sound, which is crazy because who asked her to change her sound? More than likely it was the record labels, because everything that record labels touch turns to mush, as we have seen with many an artist. I saw some fans give their opinion. Some stated that they believe that Shensee'a is simply experimenting and should be allowed to do so, and I agree. As an artist, you have to experiment to see what it is that you're good at. Look at Rihanna, almost every single album of hers is different. The problem with Shensee'a experimenting, however, is made up of two things. One, the standard of music has clearly dropped, as I have just explained, and two, it's just too early in her career for her to experiment. Now, I know what a lot of people might be thinking. Oh, well, isn't it better that she experiments now, that it's early in her career, rather than becoming established and in too deep to change? To an extent, yes, this is a point. This would be a very good time for her to experiment. However, in my opinion, she's not executing this properly. Shensee'a already has a sturdy fan base based off of the back of her dancehall and rap. If you change the formula too much too early, then the fans are going to take a step back and think, yo, what the hell is going on? Where do we fit in this equation? And this is not really what we signed up for. Plus, changing up the style after you've already built your fan base and have been in the game for a minute isn't always as bad as it may be thought out to be. You can look at people like Beyonce, Drake, Tyler the Creator, Kanye. Their music is not the same as when they first came out, but because the fan base is strong and the execution is thoroughly carried out, their fans aren't going anywhere. I honestly think all Shenseea needed to do was continue on the solo wave that she was already on, keeping the ruggedness and the angst in her lyrics, and she would have soared instead of this strange short dip that she seems to be taking so early in her career. However, I don't think this is enough to completely tarnish Shenseea because she is just starting. However, the change may confuse some of the fans and could potentially turn them off. However, with that being said, I honestly believe that Shenseea is just a bit too talented to just fall off like that. So I do believe that she'll get it together at some point. I just believe that there were no problems with the original formula she had. What was that saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't know. That's just what I believe anyway. Let me know what you guys think about this topic and whether or not you guys agree with me. If you agree with me, then let me know. If you disagree with me, then let me know as well. I'd love to read you guys' comments. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.